Mandy, huge fan.
Aww.
Like, I distinctly remember being in an airport, listening to, like, episode 2 or 3 and just jaw on the floor because of how everything unfolded. I mean, just, yes. So I'll start with you in the sense of, how is it to see your work come to life through a series with Hulu?
Incredibly surreal and hard to describe and hard to, like, not a lot of people have this experience in life, so it's not like you can just call a friend and ask her how she feels about that, because it's just but it's been the most flattering and huge confidence boost. I have Brittany Snow playing me. Didn't imagine that in a million years.
Listen,
and
if they said someone to play me, I'd pick Brittany Snow too.
yeah, like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Yeah. And I wanted to tell everyone as soon as I found out Brittany was playing me, like, it's just the compliment of a lifetime. And it's just, we never thought in a million years that we would be here. Especially, I basically started investigating the Murdaugh family almost 7 years ago now. Mm-hmm. So to look back on that when I was a local reporter just trying to pull at strings and trying to figure out what was going on, and to see, like, I'm in New York City in a press junket with Brittany Snow. What is going on?
Love it.
It's just, It's a dream come true.
I got my start in local news too, so I understand just how challenging it is to stand up to power in a town like that where they run everything and just unpacking that. Brittany, you are booked and busy these days. I'm loving every project that you're a part of. But stepping into these shoes and understanding this world, the low country that the Murdaughs were in, what was that like for you?
I had never really played a real life person before, and I definitely never played anyone who was currently alive. And so it was invaluable to me to be able to talk to Mandy, to learn about her, to learn about her as hanging out with her, which was really fun. But what was really important for me is that her storyline sort of mirrors what's also happening in the show with the power system. But she's also going through that at work, and she's also going through that with her intuition for knowing that this story is important, and yet people wanting to bring her down, not feeling like it's important, and all those sort of like mirror dynamics of what's really happening in the South, I think were so important to the story, that it's everywhere and that it's a part of even like a murder, but it's also in the workplace. And that storyline with Mandy was really important to me, that this is going on specifically for women all over.
Yeah. I mean, how familiar were you with the Murdaugh story before signing on?
So I was like a super fan, like you were, of her. I had listened to the podcast already, and so when I remember meeting with Aaron and Michael and being like, are you familiar? They were like, are you familiar? And I was like, I am so familiar.
Am I familiar?
I have done so much research, and I know exactly who Mandy is. And so it was really nice because I felt like I could go back in time and tell a past me, like, you're not listening to these podcasts for no reason. You did this for research, and you didn't know that. So,
Mandy, for you, what was important to get right? Because obviously you were part of the story from the beginning. What was important for you that the series got right?
I think just the emotional truth of everything that happened, and the system that created this family and all of these problems was the most important thing for me to expose in the show. And I think Michael and Aaron did an amazing job of showing how Alex Murdaugh wasn't created in a vacuum. It was a whole system that built him up until he became a monster, and I think that that's very important to show.
Yeah. And I know you were already a fan as well. Was there times that you were like, actually, say less, I know this part of the script?
No, not necessarily. I think if anything, it was the opposite. I remember us going out to lunch a couple of times and me being like, okay, enough questions about how you kept your desk or what music you listened to. What do you think really happened here? And what's the inside information here? Because I was trying to like pump her for information of what really happened. I only got a few answers on things, but it was really fun.
Like, off the record.
Yeah, it was really fun to do off the record, and that was really important to me too, because I felt like I needed to become Mandy in a way of searching, for more and more answers. So.
Yeah. And for you, was it surreal to see just the words coming out of Brittany's mouth and you're like, I remember this time?
Yes, extremely surreal. And again, such a huge compliment to see such an amazing actor playing me in a huge production. But for the most part, like, I was so impressed with how genuinely interested and knowledgeable Brittany was about the case. Like, a lot of people say that they're fans of the podcast, but they don't know, like, the individual people and all the, like, you know, the big story, but Brittany knew the details. And I was super impressed by that. And just, like, I was impressed by your questions of, like, wanting to, you had good questions of, like, what, off the record, what do you want to know? And I really appreciated that you were that into it. It was like, this is perfect.
Yeah, if you get it, you get it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When you saw Patricia Arquette and Jason as Mr. and Mrs. Murdaugh, what was that like for you?
I mean, I just think it's so great that they really dove headfirst into their characters and they stayed in character. I mean, Jason specifically stayed in character a lot of the time, which I think was really important. And I think with his accent and with the presence that he had on set, I mean, it was jarring. Mandy was even talking about earlier that it took up a lot of space when he was around you. Like, you felt his presence, which I think also, I didn't know, Alec, but you said that he had. And so I think that that's just great acting right there, is being able to just really dive into a character and encapsulating the whole thing.
He was terrifying on set. And to the point where I never got the nerves to introduce myself the whole time I'm interviewing him this week, and I'm really excited to, like, be able, but he was never speaking in his accent on set. He was speaking in his low country Alex Murdaugh. He was Alex Murdaugh on set, and it was scary.
Yeah.
Like, so good. And Patricia, amazing.
Always.
Yeah.
A queen.
The best.
Yes.
The best of the business.
I just saw her name and I was like, she nailed it. I didn't even see anything.
Right.
And then when I
like,
saw it, I was like, yes. So, Mandy, I understand how surreal it was for you to see Brittany play you. But, Brittany, when you saw Chloe play you on SNL and they did the skit of Hunting Wives, what was that like for you?
A little bit surreal. I would imagine sort of it's the same feeling. We were like, what? What's happening? Why are they playing me like that? But I was so honored and just, like, over the moon. So it was very funny.
Oh, my favorite part was when they said season 2 and I was like, yes!
Oh, yeah, season 2. I know. We're on our way.
Listen, I'm sat for this. Honestly, congratulations, Mandy. I feel like this is what journalism is about and holding truth to power. So congrats on your series and congratulations on just bringing that to life as well.
Thank you so much.
Of course, I appreciate you guys' time.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
nice to meet you.
Of course you too.